Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hispanic Conservative. This is Celia. How are y'all doing today? Okay, so this whole controversy, I wanted to start with this about the what do you call it? The Signal app. I have a few thoughts about it anyway. So my first thing is, okay, if you're in the loop of I don't want to say like anon people, or if you listen to other truthers, I guess I could say it that way. If you listen to other truthers going back at least 2 or 3 years, okay, this is how I can say it. Signal has been on our radar for years already. Okay, so it's not anything new. I had it on my phone forever. I even forgot my password. I have to reset it or whatever. So Signal's been around a few years already, and I think all my family might be on it anyway. We're supposed to all be on it just in case the SHTF, and we have to get the heck out of Dodge, right? Okay, so um Signal, okay. So, okay, here's number 1. If you know you're watching a movie, if you know you're watching the movie, I should put it that way. If you know you're watching the movie, then maybe you're thinking like I am. Okay, the first day this thing came out on the news and I was like, well, I wasn't really too freaked out about it. Some people might be, I guess the news people. But the next day I was pretty much like, well, but if we're watching the movie, then this is really a nothing burger, right? Because if you know, if you know you're watching the movie, everything's already done. And if you're listening to truthers tell you what we're seeing now has already happened, then you know this is old news. Okay. Now, even though the whole Yemen attack and the bombing and all that is kind of recent, and it could even be that it's not necessarily Yemen, but it could be someplace else. Okay. Okay, so to me, this is not an accident. President Trump does things on purpose, and there's a code, right? President Trump has a code. Even if you call somebody like a funny name, gives them a weird a weird name, there's a code in it. Or maybe it's something that has to do with gematria or whatever. But I don't think that this whole thing that's going on with the Yemen, and the Signal, I don't think that's a total accident. I think most of it was probably, you know, on purpose. Now, why would they do that on purpose? Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, this guy, he was on it, and then he reported that he was invited in or whatever. Okay, so how do you get the initials wrong? But anyway, if I'm on Signal and they, you know, send something, an invite to somebody with initial CC, right? Which you see right there, because it's my first and last name is a CC. Does that mean I would have been invited to something? But I heard other people saying, even on who was talking about this? Redacted, Glenn Beck, PBD. I think there was quite a few. But some people were like, well, if I was in there by accident, I would have stuck around. And da-da-da. Okay, so anyway, this guy had screenshots. Okay, so here's my take on it. If this guy was invited or put in the chat, maybe it was on purpose to catch him. Would he tell? Well, apparently he did. Right? But my other question is, number 2, what if they did this to someone else already before, but none of those people said anything? You would never know. If someone else who wasn't supposed to be in there got invited and was in there, and they just didn't say anything, maybe that's part of what they're trying to figure out. Who are the people that are, I don't know, a mole? Who would break the news? Who would tell? Who would squeal? Who's a rat? You know, that kind of thing, I think. I don't know. What do you think? You could leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Right? So, okay, there's that. So let me show you. Oh, I should have put this on there already. Yeah. So now they're saying, okay, this headline from the Independent Journal Review, pressure continues to pile over signal controversy. Now they're all talking about getting Secretary Hegseth to resign or whatever, but heck no, because I think this is a plan. I think this is a plan. And maybe they wanted to out somebody. There's a rat somewhere. They want to out somebody. See who else went around and said something, right? Some of the other things I was reading, George orders Trump administration to keep signal records amid Yemen attack chat. And actually, this whole case right here about the chat is the same Judge Boasberg who was handling the flights, right? In the beginning when the flights were going out and he said, stop the flights. And then the flights kept going. That same judge, no, I hate to say ignore the judge, but this guy has no business telling the president what he can. I don't know. I don't think so. He's not an executive branch. If he wanted to say something about what do you call it? The national security and immigration and this and that, then that guy should have run for office. He could have been in Congress somehow. That Boasberg judge. I mean, I don't think he has any right. I don't know. He should not have the capability to tell the president, you can't do this or you can't do that. And we've got a lot of stuff to get through, right? We have a lot of things to get through. So, and I'm trying to think what else. What other reasons are there? Do y'all think there's any other reasons for this to get out? You know what I mean? For it to get out? Why would anybody? To me, I think it's to catch somebody, to out somebody, to get them all, find out where the chain of information went, right? If it's somebody that they think that they might have traitors on the inside kind of thing. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Because usually, if President Trump does things on purpose when he makes code, right? All the tweets and everything that he's ever done on Truth Social, wherever, misspellings, things that he said, even misspelling or juxtaposing letters, covfefe, right? All these things, they're all for a reason. So there's something in there, and everything that he does is for a reason, to catch somebody. It's to catch somebody. So, and we, the people, the norm, I'm not a normie by any means. I'm not a normie, but all of us regular civilians who have some knowledge of what's going on in the movie, we may never see it. It might come out when we get those 10 days, right? When everything is shut down and we have the 10 days of darkness. But that's a whole other, whenever that is, we don't know. We still don't know. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. This is my take on it. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think, because there's so much out there and it has to be that same judge. Oh, I can't even stand seeing his picture anymore. This guy, they keep showing that same picture of him. He's getting on my nerves. Anyway, so I have other things that I want to talk about, but I think I need to make them shorter. Remember, I said in the last video, I was talking about trying, I'm doing StreamYard, so I'm seeing how this is working. As long as I don't make any verbal mistakes, I have another way that if I had a mistake, I would take the video and do something else with it. But when I get there, if I need to do it, then I'll do it then, okay? So, that's all I got to say about that. But anyway, so y'all, if you want to leave a comment, that would be great. Tell me what you think about certain things. You agree with me or not? Or maybe there's something else going on, but a lot of us aren't going to know. And you can buy me coffee too, right? I'll add the link below the video. So I want to thank you all for watching. This is Hispanic Conservative, and I am out of here, okay? Bye, y'all. We'll see you later.